Welcome back to the channel. Another one-on-one matchup. Today's matchup is between Henry Parrish and Jamie Robinson. Now, I want to be the first to admit, I was wrong about Henry Parrish. I'm not speaking from the standpoint I think Henry Parrish could play, but I was wrong from the standpoint of thinking that Henry Parrish was a clone, a replica of Jalen Knighton just because they had similar build. Now, throughout the spring, photos would come out, and Henry Parrish is a little bit more thick in the thigh, hip area. And so obviously that's something that as a running back, you need strong legs because you're trying to break tackles, you're trying to run through contact, and Henry Parrish has done that. I asked a question to Miami Flo a couple of days ago. I don't know if he fully understood the question I was asking him, but I said, where do you rank Henry Parrish in terms of our running backs since Duke left? I wasn't, because he took it like maybe I was comparing him to Duke, or should I put him up there? And it's like, no. Duke is there. Duke is goated. Duke is with the greats. I'm speaking about the rest. And honestly, man, and I don't want to use any recency bias, but I really do think that Henry Parrish has to be maybe the second best running back that we've had since Duke left. I think the best that we had since Duke left, in my opinion, I think was Travis Homer. You can make an argument for DJ Dallas. You can make an argument for Joe Yearby, if that's what floats your boat, But I really do think Henry Parrish, and then by year's end, I think Henry Parrish could surpass, Travis Homer. But he's having a fantastic year, man. He's really having a fantastic year, averaging close to 5 yards a carry. And that is what's so amazing when you look at it. The way our offensive line has played in the last couple of games, for Henry Parrish to still be getting in the game and still averaging close to 5 yards a carry, shows that vision is there. Obviously, he's breaking tackles, and he's just not willing to just go down on first contact. I mean, I think I was watching Flo's show the other day, and I think someone said that just last week alone, Henry Parrish has 79 yards after contact. So you better bring the bus. You better bring a bus when you run up on Parrish. Now, get over to Jamie Robinson. Jamie Robinson is an interesting player. I got a couple of statistics from Pro Football Focus, and I've noticed over the last 2 weeks that he has been coming more into the box. Now, I don't know what Florida State's situation is as far as have they gotten somebody back and what the situation is, but he has some according to Pro Football Focus, PFF, he has some very strong run defense grades. They have him credited as missing only 4 total tackles this entire season. He's playing ball, man. He is playing ball. And I feel like the reason I want to match this up is because obviously, regardless of who, again, plays quarterback, whether that's TVD, whether that's Jake, whether that's Jakuri, I do feel like that we will try to get back to running the ball, because I still feel like last week was a nod to say, okay, let's get back to playing big boy football. Maybe boring, but let's get back to playing some big boy football. And so I think that Jamie Robinson and Henry Parrish will be well acquainted. And I got to give us the edge. A man has only missed 4 tackles. The run defense grade for Jamie Robinson is in the higher 80s, which means that when he is, in a run defense standpoint, he is excelling, right? But the thing of it is that Florida State overall, defensively, from a run defense standpoint, is not one of the better units. So Jamie Robinson leads Florida State in tackles. Now, again, I said for the last 2 games, he's been playing predominantly in the box. So again, that may tell that is a sign that, okay, we need an extra defender down here in this particular box to help, do something with this run game, right? Because earlier in the season, a lot of his snaps were coming back. He was more back. He had less snaps in the box. But as the last 2 weeks have come, he's been in the box a little bit more. And so anytime your safety is leading the team in tackles, some people may say that's a good thing, because based on the defense that you play, that the safety is going to be around the ball a lot more. But I am under the mindset that, hey, my linebackers should be my leading tacklers, and maybe then some secondary players can chip in. But right now, Florida State leading tackler is Jamie Robinson. And I just think it's going to be a good matchup. Like I said, I still give us the edge for the simple fact that Florida State is not very good at stopping the run. Now, you may say, well, Shad, we ran the ball on UVA. That's not good. But like I stated, UVA statistically has a good defense. Statistically. Now again, statistics are one of those things that, based on the context you put them in, that makes them mean something. Now, if you put them in the wrong context, they're not going to mean anything, right? But statistically, UVA was a pretty good defense. And in a situation where the blueprint was seemingly out there, where teams have just sent extra defenders, sent extra bodies, UVA didn't do that. And so we were able to run the ball. I don't know why they didn't follow the blueprint, but we were able to run the ball. And I think that that success will roll over again this week, and I think it will be spearheaded by Henry Parrish. Now, do I think Jamie Robinson is going to make some tackles? Of course. It's a rivalry game, and, he may come out first play of the game, we hand off to Parrish, and he may just clean Parrish up. But the thing about it is Parrish has an appetite for contact. He has an appetite for contact. He can make you miss, but he's one of those guys that stick the foot in the ground, one cut, and we're going in the hole. And he's getting a lot of contact this year. So I think that this will be a game where I do believe that, I don't know what that noise was. I do think this will be a game that we will try to, again, keep the running game going. And if it is a situation where Tyler Van Dyke can go, I think that maybe some of the kinks can be worked out, because now we have a guy in Kobe Young. X is back. Jacoby's back. We have Brashard. So I'm not saying that we could be seeing the beginnings of how we kind of ended last year. But I do think that there's some pieces here, most notably with Henry Parrish, that we quite possibly could make somewhat of a run. But again, I do think this matchup right here, obviously I'm going to be watching Reek and Johnny Wilson. I got to watch that one, because that's the one that I most definitely want to see. But this particular matchup right here is one that we need to keep our eyes on as well. We're going to need to keep our eyes on this one as well, because I feel like that if Florida State is able to somewhat stymie our run, I think Jamie Robinson will be one of the bigger reasons why. They have Tatum Bethune, who's second on the team in tackles, but from a PFF standpoint, Jamie Robinson is that guy in run defense and just overall defensive presence. So I just think this is going to be one of those matchups, man, that if you like some good old-fashioned running the ball, when we do run the ball with Parrish, I think this is the one to focus on. But anyway, I'm out of here. It's all about the you. Like, subscribe, share. FSU Hate Week, baby.